Structural organization in animals. In the preceding chapter, you can across a large variety of organisms, both unicellular and multicellular, of the animal kingdom. In unicellular organism, all functions like digestion, respiration, and reproduction are performed by a single cell. In the complex body of multicellular animal, the same basic functions are carried out by different groups of cells in a well-organized manner. The body of a simple organism like Hydra is made of different types of cells, and the number of cells in each type can be in thousands. The human body is composed of billions of cells to perform various functions. How do these cells in the body work together? In multicellular animal, a group of similar cells along with intercellular substance perform a specific function. Such an organization is called tissue. You may be surprised to know that all complex animals consist of only four basic types of tissues. These tissues are organized in specific proportion and pattern to form an organ like stomach, lungs, heart, and kidney. When two or more organs perform a common function by their physical and or chemical interaction, they together form organ system. Example: digestive system, respiratory system, etc. Cells, tissues, organ and organ system split up the work in a way that exhibit division of labor and contribute to survival of the body as a whole. Animal tissues. The structure of all of the cell vary according to their function. Therefore, the tissues are different and are broadly classified into four types: 1. Epithelial, 2. Connective, 3. Muscular, and 4. Neural. Epithelial tissue. We commonly refer to an epithelial tissue as epithelial. This tissue has a free surface which faces either a body fluid or the outside environment, and thus provide a covering or a lining for some part of the body. The cells are compactly packed with little intercellular matrix. There are two types of epithelial tissue, namely simple epithelium and compound epithelium. Simple epithelium is composed of a single layer of cell and functions as a lining for body cavity, duct and tube. The compound epithelium consists of two or more cell layers and has protective function as it does in our skin. Our On the basis of structural modification of the cells, simple epithelium is further divided into three types. These are: 1. Squamous, 2. Cuboidal, 3. columnar. The squamous epithelium is made up of a single thin layer of flattened cell with irregular boundaries. They are found in the wall of blood vessels and air sacs on the of the lungs and are involved in functions like forming a diffusion boundary. The cuboidal epithelium is composed of a single layer of cube-like cells. This is commonly found in duct gland of the and tubular part of nephron in kidney, and its main function are secretion and absorption. The epithelium of proximal convoluted tubule (PCT), proximal convoluted tubule (PCT) of the nephron in the kidney has microvilli. The columnar epithelium is composed of a single layer of tall and slender cells. Their nuclei are located at the base. Free surface may have microvilli. They are found in the lining of stomach and intestine and help in secretion and absorption. If the columnar and or cuboidal cells bear cilia on their free surface, they are called ciliated epithelium. Their function is to move particles or mucus in specific direction over the epithelium. They are mainly present in the inner surface of hollow organs like bronchioles and fallopian tubes. Some of the columnar or cuboidal cells get specialized for secretion and are called granular epithelium. They are mainly of two types: unicellular, consisting of isolated granular cells, goblet cells of the alimentary canal, and multicellular, consisting of cluster of cells, salivary gland. On the basis of the mode of pouring of their secretion, glands are divided into two categories, namely exocrine and endocrine glands. Exocrine gland secretes mucus, saliva, airwax, oil, milk, digestive enzyme, and other cell products. These products are released through duct or tube. In contrast, endocrine glands do not have duct. Their products called hormones are secreted directly into the fluid bathing the gland. Compound epithelium is made of more than one layer, multi-layered of cells, and thus has a limited role in secretion and absorption. Their main function is to provide protection against chemical and mechanical stresses. They cover the dry surface of the skin, the moist surface of buccal cavity, pharynx, inner lining of duct of salivary gland, and of pancreatic duct. All cells in epitheliums are held together with little intercellular materials. In nearly all animal tissues, specialized junctions provide both structural and functional links between its individual cells. Three types of cell junctions are found in the epithelium and other tissues. These are called as tight, adhering, and gap junction. Tight junction help to stop substance from leaking across a tissue. Adhering junction perform cementing to keep neighboring cells together. Gap junction facilitate the cell to communicate with each other by connecting the cytoplasm of adjoining cells for rapid transfer of ion, small molecule, and sometimes big molecules. Connective tissue. Connective tissue are most abundant and widely distributed in the body of complex animals. They are named connective tissue because of their special function of linking and supporting other tissues organs of the body. They range from soft connective tissues to specialized types which include cartilage, bone, adipose, and blood. In all connective tissues except blood, the cells secrete fibers of structural proteins called collagen or elastin. The fibers provide strength, elasticity, and flexibility to tissues. These cells also secrete modified polysaccharides which accumulate between cells and fibers and act as matrix ground substance. Connective tissues are classified into three types: one loose connective tissues, two dense connective tissues, and three specialized connective tissues. Loose connective tissues has cell and fibers loosely arranged in a semi-fluid ground substance. For example, areolar tissues present beneath the skin. Often it serves as a support framework for epithelium. It contains fibroblast cells that produce and secrete fibers, macrophage and mast cells. Adipose tissue is another type of loose connective tissue located mainly beneath the skin. The cells of this tissue are specialized to store fat. The excess of nutrients which are not used immediately are converted into fat or stored in this tissue. Fibers and fibroblasts are compactly packed in the dense connective tissue. Orientation of fibers show a regular or irregular pattern and are called dense irregular and dense irregular tissues. In the dense regular connective tissues, the collagen fibers are present in row between many parallel bundles of fiber. Tendon which attach skeletal muscle to bone and ligament which attach one bone to another are examples of these tissues. Dense irregular connective tissue has fibroblasts and many fibers, mostly collagen, that are oriented differently. This tissue is present in the skin, cartilage, bones, and blood are various types of specialized connective tissues. The intercellular materials of cartilage is solid and pliable and resist compression. Cells of these tissues, chondrocytes, are enclosed in small cavity within the matrix secreted by them. Most of the cartilages in vertebrates embryos are replaced by bones in adults. Cartilage is present in the tip of nose, outer ear joint, between adjacent bone of the vertebral column, limb, and hand in adult. Bone have a hard and non-pliable ground substance rich in calcium salt and collagen fiber which gives bone its strength. It is the main tissue that provides structural frame to the body. Bones support and protect softer tissues and organs. The bone cells, osteocytes, are present in the face called lacuna. Limb bones, such as the long bones of the legs, serve weight-bearing function. They also interact with skeletal muscle attached to them to bring about movement. The bone marrow in some bone is the site of production of blood cells. Blood is a fluid connective tissue containing plasma, red blood cell, white blood cell, and platelets. It is the main circulating fluid that helps in the transport of various substances. You will learn about more in chapter 17 and 18. Muscle tissues. Each muscle is made of many long cylindrical fibers arranged in parallel array. These fibers are composed of numerous fine fibrils called myofibrils. Muscle fiber contract, shorten in response to stimulation, then relax, lengthen and return to their uncontracted state in a coordinated fashion. Their action movement the body to adjust to the change in the environment and to maintain the position of the various parts of the body. In general, muscles play an active role in all the movement of the body. Muscles are of three types: skeletal, smooth, and cardiac. Skeletal muscle tissue is closely attached to skeletal bones. In a typical muscle such as the biceps, striated, stiff skeletal muscle fibers are bundled together in a parallel fashion. A sheath of tough connective tissue enclosed several bundles of muscle fiber. The smooth muscle fiber taper at both ends, fusiform, and do not show striation. Cells junction hold them together and they are bundled together in a connective tissue sheath. The wall of internal organs such as the blood vessel, stomach and intestine contains this type of muscle tissue. Smooth muscles are involuntary as their functioning cannot be directly controlled. We usually are not able to make it contract merely by thinking about it as we can do with skeletal muscle. Cardiac muscle tissue is a contractile tissue present only in the heart. Cell junction fuse to plasma membrane of cardiac muscle cells and make them stick together. Communication junction intercalated disc at some fusion point allow the cell to contract as a unit. That is, when one cell receives a signal to contract, its neighbor are also stimulated to contract. Neural tissue. Neural tissue exert the greatest control over the body's responsiveness to changing conditions. Neurons, the unit of neural system, are excitable cells. The neuroglial cell which constitute the rest of the neural system protect and support neurons. Neuroglia make up more than one half of the volume of neural tissues in our body. When a neuron is suitably stimulated, an electric disturbance is generated which swiftly travels along its plasma membrane. Arrival of the disturbance at the neuron ending or output zone triggers event that may cause stimulation or exhibition of adjacent neurons and other cells. Organ and organ system. The basic tissue mentioned above organize to form organ which in turn associate to form organ system in multicellular organism. Such an organization is essential for more efficient and better coordinated activity of millions of cells constituting an organism. Each organ in our body is made of one or more type of tissues. For example, our heart consists of all the four types of tissues, that is epithelial, connective, muscular and neural. We also notice after some careful study that the complexity in organ and organ system display certain discernible trend. This discernible trend is called evolutionary trend. You are being introduced to morphology and anatomy of three organisms at different evolutionary levels to show their organization and functioning. Morphology refers to study of forms or externally visible features. In the case of plant or microbes, the term morphology precisely means only this. In case of animal, this refers to the external appearance of the organs or part of the body. The word anatomy conventionally is used for the study of morphology of internal organ in the animals. You will learn the morphology and anatomy of earthworm, cockroach and frogs representing invertebrates and vertebrates. Earthworm Earthworm is is reddish brown terrestrial invertebrate that inhabit the upper layer of the moist soil during daytime. They live in burrows made up by made by boring and swirling the soil. In the garden, they can be traced by their facial deposit known as the worm casting. The common Indian earthworm are Peritima and Lumbricias. Morphology: earthworms have long cylindrical body. The body is divided into more than 100 short segments which are similar metameres, about 100 to 120 in numbers. The dorsal surface of the body is marked as a dark median mid-dorsal line. Dorsal blood vessels along the longitudinal axis of the body. The ventral surface is distinguished by the presence of genital opening pores. Anterior ends consist of the mouth and prostomium, a lobe which serves as a covering for the mouth and as a wedge to force open crack in the soil into which earthworm may crawl. The prostomium is sensory in function. The first body segment is called the peristomium buccal segment, which contains the mouth. In a mature worm, segments (14 to 16) are covered by a prominent dark band of glandular tissue called clitellea. Thus, the body is divided into three prominent regions: pre-clitellar, clitellar and post-clitellar segment. Four pairs of spermathecal apparatus are situated on the ventrolateral sides of the intersegmental grooves, that is fifth to ninth segment. A single female genital pore is present in the mid-ventral line of 14th segment. A pair of male genital pores are present on the ventrolateral sides of the 18th segment. Numerous minute pores called the nephridiophores opens on the surface of the body. In each body segment, except the first and last and clitellum, there are rows of S-shaped cilia embedded in the epidermal pits in the middle of each segment. Cilia can be extended or retracted. Their principal roles in the locomotion. The body wall of the earthworm is covered externally by a thin non-cellular cuticle below which is the epidermis. Two muscles layer, circular and longitudinal, and an innermost coelomic epithelium. The epidermis is made up of a single layer of columnar epithelial cell which contains secretory gland cells. The alimentary canal is straight tube and runs between first to last segment of the body. A terminal mouth opens into buccal cavity 1 to 3 segments which leads into muscular pharynx. A small narrow tube esophagus 5 to 7 segments constitute into a muscular gizzard 8 to 9 segments. It helps in grinding the soil particle and decaying leaves, etc. The stomach extends from 19 to 9 to 14 segments. The food of the earthworm is decaying leaf and organic matter mixed with soil. Calciferous gland present in the stomach neutralize the humic acid present in humus. Intestine start from the 15th segment onwards and continues till the last segment. A pair of short and conical intestine coca project from intestine on the 26th segment. The characteristic feature of the intestine after 26th segment except the last 23rd to 25th segment is the presence of internal median fold of dorsal wall called typhlosul. This increases the effective area of absorption in the intestine. The alimentary canal opens to the exterior by a small round aperture called anus. The ingested organic rich soil passes through the digestive tract where digestive enzyme break down complex food into smaller absorbable units. These simple molecular are absorbed through intestine membrane and are utilized. Pheretima exhibits a closed type of blood vascular system consisting of blood vessel, capillaries and heart. Due to closed circulatory system, blood is confined to heart and blood vessel. Contraction keep blood circulating into one direction. Smaller blood vessels supply the gut, nerve cord and the body wall. Blood glands are present on the 4th, 5th and 6th segment. They produce blood cells and hemoglobin which is dissolved in blood plasma. Blood cells are phagocytes in nature. Earthworms lack specialized breathing devices. Respiratory exchange occurs through moist body surface into their bloodstream. The excretory organ occurs as segmentally arranged coil tubule called nephridia. They are of three types: septal nephridia present on both the side of intersegmental septa of segment 15 to the last that opens in the intestine. 2. Intergumentary nephridia attached to lining of the body wall of segments 3 to last that open on the body surface. 3. Pharyngeal nephridia present as three paired tufts in the fourth, fifth, and sixth segment. These different types of nephridia are basically similar in structure. Nephridia regulate the volume and composition of the body fluid. A nephridium start out as a funnel that collects excess fluid from phloematic chamber, coelomic chamber. The funnel connects with tubular parts of the nephridium which delivers the waste through a pore to the surface of the body wall into digestive tube. Nervous system is basically represented by ganglia arranged segment-wise on the ventral paired nerve cord. The nerve cord in the anterior region, third and fourth segment, bifurcated laterally encircling the pharynx and joined the cerebral ganglia dorsally to form a nerve ring. The cerebral ganglia along with other nerves in the ring integrate sensory inputs as well as command muscular responses of the body. Sensory system does not have eye but does possess light and touch sensitive organ receptor cells to distinguish the light intensities and to feel the vibration in the ground. Worm has specialized chemoreceptors, taste receptors, which react to chemical stimuli. These sense organs are located on the anterior parts of the worm. Earthworm is hermaphrodite, bisexual, that is, testes and ovaries are present in same individual. There are two pairs of testes present in the 10th and 11th segment. Their vasa differentia runs in up to the 18th segment where they join the prostatic duct. Two pair of accessory glands are present on pair each in the 17th and 19th segment. The common prostate and spermatic duct vasa differentia opens to the exterior by a pair of male genital pores, the retrolateral side of the 18th segment. Four pairs of spermaphasia are located in 6th to 9th segment, one pair in each segment. They receive and store spermatozoa during copulation. One pair of ovaries is attached at the intersegmental septum of the 12th and 13th segment. Ovarian funnels are present beneath the ovaries which continue to into oviduct, join together and open on the ventral side as a single median female genital pore of the 14th segment. A mutual exchange of sperm occur between two worms during mating. One worm has to find another worm and they mate, juxtaposing opposite gonadal opening, exchanging packet of sperm called spermatophores. Mature sperm and egg cell and nutritive fluid are deposited in cocoons produced by the gland cell of clitellum. Fertilization and development occurs within cocoons which are deposited in soil. The ova eggs are fertilized by the sperm cell within the cocoon which then slips off the worm and is deposited in or on the soil. The cocoon holds the worm embryo. After about 3 weeks, each cocoon produces 2 to 20 baby worms with an average of 4. Development of earthworm is direct, that is, there is no larva form. Earthworms are known as friends of farmers because they make burrow in the soil and make it porous, which helps in respiration and penetration of the developing plant roots. The process of increasing fertility of soil by earthworm is called vermicomposting. They are also used as bait in game fishing. Cockroach. Cockroach are brown or black bodied animals that are included in class Insecta of phylum Arthropoda. Bright yellow, red and green colored cockroaches have also been reported in tropical regions. Their size range from 1/4 inch to 3 inches, 0.6 to 7.6 centimeters, and have long antennae, legs and flat extension of the upper body wall that conceal head. They are nocturnal omnivores that lives in damp places throughout the world. They have become resident of human homes and thus are serious pests and vector for several diseases. Morphology. The adult of the common species of cockroach, Periplaneta americana, are about 34 to 53 millimeter long with wings that extend beyond the tips of the abdomen. In male, the body of cockroach is segmented and divisible into 3 distinct regions: head, thorax and abdomen. The entire body is covered by a hard chitinous exoskeleton, brown in color. In each segment, exoskeleton has 100 plant plates called scleriates, targeted dorsally and sternized ventrally. They are joined to each other by a thin and flexible articular membrane, arthodial membrane. Head is triangular in shape and lie anteriorly at right angle to the longitudinal body axis. It is formed by the fusion of 6 segments and show great mobility in all directions due to flexible neck. The head capsule bears a pair of compound eyes. A pair of thread-like antennae arise from membranous socket lying in front of eye. Antennae have sensory receptors that help in monitoring the environment. Anterior ends of the head bears appendage forming biting and chewing type of mouth parts. The mouth parts consisting of a labrum, upper lip, a pair of mandibles, a pair of maxilla and a labium, lower lip. A median flexible lobe acting as tongue hypopharynx lies within the cavity enclosed by the mouth parts. Thorax consists of three parts: prothorax, mesothorax, and metathorax. The head is connected with thorax by a short extension of the prothorax known as the neck. Each thoracic segment bears a pair of walking legs. The first part of wings arises from mesothorax and second pair from metathorax. Forewings mesothoracic called tegmina are opaque, dark and leathery and covered the hind wings when at rest. The hind wings are transparent, membranous and are used in flight. The abdomen in both male and female consists of 10 segments. In female, the seventh sternum is boat-shaped and together with the eighth and ninth sternum forms a brood or genital pouch whose anterior parts contains female gonopore, spermathecal pore and collateral gland. In male, genital pouch or chamber lies at the hind end of abdomen bounded dorsally by ninth and tenth targa and ventrally by the ninth sternum. It contains dorsal anus, ventral male genital pores and gonapophysis. Male bear a pair of short threaded like anal style which are absent in female. In both sexes, the tenth segment bears a pair of jointed filamentous structure called anal cerci. Anatomy. The alimentary canal present in the body cavity is divided into three regions: foreguard, midguard and hindguard. The mouth opens in a short tubular pharynx leading to a narrow tubular passage called esophagus. This in turn opens in a sac-like structure called corp, used for storing of food. The corp is followed by gizzard or proventriculus. It has an outer layer of thick circular muscles and thick inner cuticle forming six highly chitinous plates called teeth. Gizzard helps in grinding the food particles. The entire foreguard is lined by cuticle. A ring of 6 to 8 blind tubule called hepatic or gastric coca is present at the junction of foreguard and midguard, which secrete digestive juice. At the junction of midguard and hindguard is present another ring of 100 to 150 yellow-colored thin filamentous Malpighian tubules. They help in removal of excretory products from hemolymph. The hindguard is broader than midguard and is differentiated into ileum, colon and rectum. The rectum opens out through anus. Blood vascular system of cockroach is an open type. Blood vessels are poorly developed and open into space hemocoel. Visceral organ located in hemocoel bath in blood hemolymph. The hemolymph is composed of colorless plasma hemocytes. Heart of cockroach consists of elongated muscular tube lying along mid-dorsal line of thorax and abdomen. It is differentiated into funnel-shaped chamber with ostia on either side. Blood from sinus enter heart through ostia and is pumped anteriorly to sinuses again. The respiratory system consists of a network of trachea that opens through 10 pairs of small holes called spiracles present on the lateral side of the body. Thin branching tubes, tracheal tubes subdivided into tracheal, carry oxygen from the air to all the parts. The opening of the spiracle is regulated by sphincter. Exchange of gases take place at the tracheals or by diffusion. Excretion is performed by malpighian tubules. Each tubule is lined by glandular and ciliated cells. They absorb nitrogenous waste products and convert them into uric acid, which excreted out through the hindgut. Therefore, this insect is uricotelic. In addition, the fat body necrocytes and uricose gland also helps in excretion. The nervous system of cockroach consists of a series of huge segmentally arranged ganglia joined by paired longitudinal connective on the ventral side. Three ganglia lie in thorax and six in the abdomen. The nervous system of the cockroach is spread throughout the body. The head holds a bit of nervous system while the rest is situated along the ventral belly side part of its body. So now you understand that if the head of cockroach is cut off, it will still live for as long as 1 week. In the head region, the brain is represented by supraesophageal ganglion which supplies nerve to antenna and compound eye. In cockroach, the sense organ are antenna, eye, maxillary pulse, labial pulse, anal circuit, etc. The compound eye are situated at the dorsal surface of the head. Each eye consists of about 2000 hexagonal ommatidia. With the help of several ommatidia, a cockroach can receive several images of an object. This kind of vision is known as mosaic vision, with more sensitivity but less resolution, being common during night, hence called nocturnal vision. Cockroaches are dioecious and both sexes have well-developed reproductive organs. Male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes, one lying on each lateral side in the 4th to 6th abdominal segments. From each testis arises a thin vas deferens which opens into ejaculatory duct through segmental vesicle. The ejaculatory duct opens into male gonopore situated ventral to anus. A characteristic mushroom-shaped gland present in 6th to 7th abdominal segment which functions as an accessory reproductive gland. The external genitalia are represented by male gonapophysis or phallomera, chitinous asymmetric structure surrounding the male gonopore. The sperm are stored in seminal vesicle and are glued together in the form of bundles called spermatophores. which are discharged during copulation. The female reproductive system consists of two large ovaries lying laterally in the second to sixth abdominal segment. Each ovary is formed a group of 8 ovarian tubules or ovules containing a chain of developing oviduct of each ovary unit into a single unite into a single median oviduct, also called vagina, which open into the genital chamber. A pair of spermatheca is present in the sixth segment, which open into genital chamber. Sperms are transferred through spermatophores. Their fertilized eggs are encased in capsule called ootheca. Ootheca is a dark reddish to blackish brown capsule about 3 by 8 inch 8 millimeter long. They are dropped or glued to a suitable surface, usually in a crack or crevice of high relatively humidity near a food source. On an average, female produce 9 to 10 ootheca, each ootheca containing 14 to 16 eggs. The development of P. americana is porometabolous, meaning there is development through nymphal stage. The nymphs looks very much like adults. The nymphs grow by molting about 13 times or to reach the adult form. The next to last nymphal stage has wing pads, but only adult cockroaches have wings. Many species of cockroaches are wild and are no economic importance. Yet a few species thrive in and around human habitat. They are pests because they spoil food and contaminate it with their smelly excreta. They can transmit a variety of bacterial diseases by contaminating food material.